tomb without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition! Tradition! We've been able to keep our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and we always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, every man knows who he is and what God expects him to do. Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right, as master of the house, to have the final word at home. The Papa! Special types. For instance, Yenta, the matchmaker.
Alfred, I found a perfect match for your son. A wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rachel? But she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Alfred, is your son so much to look at? With the way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
And Nahu, the beggar.
All for the poor! All for the poor!
Here, Nahu is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck? Last week you gave me 2 kopeck.
I had the bad week.
So you had a bad week. Why should I suffer?
And most importantly, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
Blessing for the Tsar? Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor, and many others. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us. And amongst ourselves, we've always gotten along perfectly well. Well, there was the one time when he sold him a horse and he delivered a mule, but that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony and contentment.
It was a horse.
It was a mule.
It was a horse.
Tradition. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Mama, where should we put these?
Put them on my head. By the stove, foolish girl. Where's Hava?
She's in the barn milking. When will Papa be home?
It's almost the Sabbath and he worries a lot when he'll be home. All day long, riding on top of his wagon like a prince.
Mama, you know Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. And you don't have to defend your papa to me. I know him longer than you. He could drive a person crazy. He should only live and be well. Spritza, bring me some more potatoes. Hava, did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again? Why does a girl have to read? Will it get her a better husband? Here.
Mama, Yetza's coming. She's down the road. Maybe she's finally found a good match for you,
Away
Cycle.
from your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost the Sabbath.
Go, finish in the barn. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
Mama, can I go out and play?
You have feet. Go.
Can I go too? Mama, the men she finds. The last one was so old that he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry can't be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old.
Shut! Do you have to boast about your age? Do you want to tempt the evil eye inside?
Oh, Goldie, darling, I had to see you because I have such news for you. And not every day in the week news, once in a lifetime news. Where are your daughters? Oh, outside, no. But, what with diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Goldie, I'll find every one of them a husband, but you shouldn't be so picky. And even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband. God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been a poor widow. All alone, no one to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure, because you know as well as I that he was not much of a person. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud, but better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Geitzel in the house?
But she's busy. You can come back later.
There's something I'd like to tell her.
Later.
Oh, not till I thought I heard
Finish
you.
what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What was that poor little tailor Martin? What was I?
Oh, they've been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play.
They play? Oh, what do they play?
Who knows? They're just children.
From such children come other children.
Mama, these are nothing. Now, Yenta, you said.
Children? Children, they are your blessing in your old age. But my Aaron couldn't give me children. Believe me, he was as good as gold. Never raised his voice to me, but he was not much of a man. So what good is it that he never raised his voice? But what's the use complaining? Other women enjoy complaining, but not Yenta. Not every woman in the world is a Yenta. I must go prepare my poor Sabbath table. Oh, so goodbye, Goldie. It was a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yenta, you said you had news for me.
Oh, I'm losing my head. One of these days, it will fall off altogether and the horse will kick it into the mud. Goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news is about Hazel Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, and I don't have to tell you that he's well off. But he's lonely, the poor man. You understand? Of course you do. Well, to be short, out of the whole town, he has cast his eye on Zytle.
My Zytle.
No, the Czar's Zytle. Of course, your Zytle.
Such a match for my Zytle. Tevye wants a learned man. He doesn't like laser.
Oh, listen to me, Goldick. Send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what he's about. Let Laser discuss it with him. He'll win him over. He's a good man. A wealthy man through. So, you'll tell me how it went. You don't have to thank me, Golden, because aside from the fee, which anyway Laser will pay, it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. What better satisfaction is there? Oh, so goodbye, Golden. You're welcome.
What did she want, Mama?
When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish washing the floor.
I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you. I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband. John Elizabeth's marshal, the tailor. I didn't ask you. Zytle, you're the oldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me. And then after her, one for me. So if Yenta brings... Oh, Yenta. Somebody has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves. She might bring someone wonderful. Someone interesting and well-off and important. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the broom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa became a scholar, Mama became rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, touch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own. Since when are you interested in a match, Kava? I thought you had your eye on your books. And you had your eye on the rabbi's son? Why not? We only have one rabbi, and he only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best? Because you're a girl from a poor family. So whatever Yenta brings, you'll take, right? Of course. Kava, I make a match for you. He's handsome. He's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man. That's true. True. I promise you'll be happy. And even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me why. Papa, I found him. Will you be a lucky man? He's handsome. He's tall. That is from side to side. But he's a nice man. A good catch. Right? Right. You hear me? He'll beat you every night. But only when he's sober. So you're all right. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do the best I can. With no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you got a man. Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time. This minute I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good. Dear Yenta, see that he's just to remember you were also a bride. It's not
did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough that you pick on me, Tevye, blessed with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. What have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things are a little too quiet up there, you look down and say to yourself, let's see what kind of mischief I can play on my old friend Tevye.
Ah, you're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. I mean, after all, with your help, I'm starving to death. You made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd very, very bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud tweet and quack and gobble and honk would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd very, very bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a very, very rich, idle man, I'd see my wife, my golden, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them, like Solomon the Wise. If you please, Reb Tevye, pardon me, Reb Tevye, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eye. He had a
In a village called Ryanka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe a plague. May the Tsar have his own personal plague. Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities. May the authorities start itching in places they can't reach. Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and curse and chatter and don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way to the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
And where are you from?
Kiev, I was a student in the university there.
Aha! The university! Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned there's more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right and he's right. How can they both be right?
You know, you are also right.
He's right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath, Tevye. Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Tanya, the rabbi's order.
Yeah, of course. So, you're from Kiev, Reb
Perchik.
Perchik. You're a newcomer here. As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot. Here, take a piece.
I have no money, and I am not a beggar.
Take it. It's a blessing for me to give.
Very well, for your sake.
Oh, thank you. You know, there's no crime to be poor.
In this world, the rich are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And how will this miracle come to pass?
People, ordinary people,
Like you.
like me,
Nonsense.
And until your golden day arrives, Perchik, how will you live?
by giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5.
Daughters.
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical.
I would be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great faults.
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
I'm a very poor man, Perchik. Is food for lessons?
Yeah.
Good. Stay the Sabbath with us. Of course, we don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the good book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but someplace it has something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Children, this is Perchik. Perchik, this is my oldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a very pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine, 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 and... Well, this is not mine. Perchik, this is Mother Kamzoil.
So you did me a favor and came in?
This is also mine. Golden, this is Perchik from Kiev. He's going to be staying the Sabbath with us. He's a teacher. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I am a really good teacher. I'm a very good teacher.
I heard once the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
Yes, the wit she gets from me. As the good book says,
The good book can wait, get washed.
the tongue she gets from her mother.
with us? Of course, another blessing, Zeidel. 2 more spritz of Bianca get washed.
Mom can help me.
Tim, all right, Papa. You go to... You can wash outside of the well. Tevye, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be different?
Tevye, I have to tell you.
I'm praying.
Laserwolf wants to see you.
The butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only that he says it's important.
What can be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
Talk to him about what? If he's thinking of buying my new milk cow, well, he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message. At least you can talk to him.
Talk to him about what? He wants to buy my new milk cow. All right. I'll talk to him. After the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Mom, Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there'll be a match and it'll be too late for us.
Don't worry, Zeidel. I found someone who will sell me his new sewing machine. So in a few weeks, I'll save up enough to buy it. And then your father will be impressed with it.
Mom, a few weeks may be too late.
But what else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand. Tonight, now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm just a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Zeidel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Mom!
I'm just a poor tailor.
Mom, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
It's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
It's late. Where is everybody? Oh, late.
Tevye.
Come, children, we're lighting the candles.
Tevye.
What is it? But, Mother, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Come, children, come.
Yes, Laser Wolf. Please bring me a bottle of your best brandy and 2 glasses.
Your best brandy, Laser.
What's the occasion? Are you getting ready for a party?
There may be a party, there may even be a wedding.
Wedding? Wonderful! And I'll be happy to make the wedding merry, lead the dancing, and so forth. For a little fee, naturally.
Naturally, a wedding is no wedding without you and your fee.
Evening, good evening.
Who'd like a drink? Sit down.
Vodka, schnapps.
Vodka.
Right away.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tevye.
Tevye,
You're here early.
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Red Laser.
Ah, Tevye, sit down. Have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
Yeah, the same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How's your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
He wrote you.
Not lately.
And how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write. May I?
Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, I do, and there's no use talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
Oh, you have a few more without her.
Oh, I see. Today you want 1. Tomorrow you may want 2.
2? What did I do with 2?
Same as you would do with 1.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is it so important to you?
Frankly, because I am lonesome.
Lonesome? What are you talking about?
You don't know.
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow, so I won't be lonesome.
What's so funny?
I'm talking about your daughter. Your daughter, Zeitel.
My daughter, Zeitel.
Of course. Your daughter, Zeitel. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a good impression on me. I like her. And I'll tell you, as for me, as you know, I'm pretty well off. I have my own house, a good store, a servant. Look, Tevye, why should we have to impress you? Let's just shake hands and call it a match. And you know you won't need a dowry for her. And you may even find something in your own purse.
Oh, shame on you, shame! What do you mean, my purse? My Zeitel is not the sort I would sell for money.
All right, as you say, we won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's get it done with, Tevye. I will be good to her. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? And you can have a fine conversation with him if you talk about kidneys or livers. On the other hand, not everybody has to be a scholar. If you're wealthy enough, nobody will call you stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. But he has a problem. He's much older than she is. Well, that's her problem. But she's younger. And that's his problem. I always thought of him as a butcher, but I misjudged him. He's a good man. He likes her. He will try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Ah, Tevye, that's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
No, my friend, to you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
Yes. To our agreement. To our prosperity. To our health and happiness. And most important, to life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Here's to the Father I tried to be.
Here's to my bride to be.
Drink l'chaim, to life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Life has a way of confusing us.
Blessing and bruising us.
Drink l'chaim to life. God would like us to be joyful even when our hearts lie Oh, my daughter.
My wife! It gives you something to think about.
Something to drink about. Drink the higher.
Red Monica!
Yes, Major Wolf?
Drinks for everybody!
Oh, what's the occasion?
I'm taking myself a ride.
Oh, yeah.
10 years oldest, cycle!
My wife! May all your future be blessed ones, not my
the wedding, we will be related. You will be my papa.
Your papa. Oh, I always wanted a son. Just one a little younger than myself.
Good evening.
Good evening, Constable.
What's the celebration?
Teddy is marrying off his oldest daughter, Zykel.
May I offer my congratulations, dear?
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Teddy, I have a piece of news I feel I should tell you as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I tell you this news because I like you. You're a good and decent person, even if you are a Jewish god.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news?
We have received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom? Here?
No, just a little unofficial demonstration.
Well, how little?
Not too serious, just some mischief. So that if an inspector comes through, he can see that we have done our duty. Personally, I don't see why there has to be this trouble between people, but I thought I could tell you and you could tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're a good man. If I may say so, it's too bad you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, David. Always joking. Congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye. Dear God, did you have to bring me this news on today of all days? I realize we're the chosen people, but every once in a while, couldn't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for bringing a husband for my cycle. L'chaim!
Now, children, I'll tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we'll discuss it together, all right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger Rachel, and he asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
What's that gonna mean, man?
He was an employer. And now, after Jacob worked 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter, Leah. So, to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us that we must never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Yes, Bridget. Yes, perfect.
Good. Now,
Papa, is it up yet?
No, Mama.
Well, then enough lessons. We have to do Papa's work today. How long can he sleep? He staggered home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. We couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away and clean the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
Neither, I suppose, with the rabbi's son.
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him except he is the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if he were the shoemaker's son or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He does not have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly, any new idea to you would be strange. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not talking to you personally.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Huddle.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl. But of course that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions, nothing must change. Everything is perfect, exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen, boys and girls must not touch, should not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
You are very brave. Do you know in this city a boy and girl can be affectionate without permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances like this. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
There. We just changed an old custom.
Yes. Well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day.
Bianca, Trinson. What's your name?
Huddle, Papa.
Huddle Papa. Where's Sidle?
She's in the barn.
Call her out. Oh, perfect. How did your lesson go today?
I think we made a good beginning.
He's finally up! So, what happened last night besides your drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Jeff, no!
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay, but bad news will refuse to leave. And then there's another saying that goes,
You can die for such a man.
oh, Sidon, my lamb, come here, Sidon. You are to be congratulated. You are going to be married.
Married?
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it.
The butcher.
Oh, my heart told me it was going to be our lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee. I thank thee.
Sidon, what do you say?
What can she say? Oh, my firstborn, a bride. Oh, may you grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not like Frumasera, that first wife of his. She was a bitter, bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Oh, but not like my Sidle. Now I must thank Yenta, my Sidle of bride. Oh, mwah.
Mazel tov, Sidle.
You call that a mazel tov? What about you, Perchik? Aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Sidle. You're getting a rich man.
Again with the rich. What is so wrong with being rich?
It's no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
Then may the Lord smite me with it. And may I never recover. Sidle knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right, Sidle?
Yes, Papa.
There, you see?
I see. I see very well.
Sidle, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa. Papa,
What is it?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks. Don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
What's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
Be unhappy with him. All my life will be unhappy. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks.
We made an agreement, and with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all of my days.
force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Seems it was not ordained you should have all the comforts in life, or that we should have a little joy in our old age after all our hard work.
Tevye, may I speak to you?
Later, Model, later.
I would like to speak to you.
Not now, Model. I have problems.
That's what I want to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Oh, certainly. Like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Model. Goodbye.
Please listen to him, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue. Talk.
Tevye, I hear you're arranging a match for your daughter's idol.
Ooh, he also has ears.
I have a match for your daughter's idol.
What kind of match?
Perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove?
This match was made exactly to measure.
Perfect fit, made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who is it?
Please, don't shout at me.
All right, all right. Who is it?
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 It's me! Myself!
Him? Himself? Either you're completely out of your mind or you're crazy. He must be crazy. Arranging a match all for yourself. What are you? Everything? The matchmaker, the bridegroom, the guests all rolled into one? I suppose you'll even perform the ceremony yourself. You must be crazy!
Please, don't shout at me, Red Tevye. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy!
Times are changing, Red Tevye. The thing is, your daughter's Saito and I gave each other our pledge over a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of? Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do they think they are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do you think you are? America? And what do you think you're doing? You stitcher, you nothing. Who do you think you are, King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here. Not now. Some things I cannot, I will not allow. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This can never be changed. One little time you pull out a prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have something to say about my daughter, or doesn't anyone have to ask a father anymore?
I wanted to ask you for some time, Red Tevye. But first, I wanted to save up enough for my own sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That's true, Red Tevye. But even a poor tailor's entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Red Tevye. Your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things cannot get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. Look at my daughter's eyes. So hopeful. Tradition! sorry? I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. They pledged their troth. Modern children. Golda. What am I going to tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda? Help.
Thoughts you're a wonder.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracles. He was afraid that it's like he did so long ago in Jericho. God just made a wall fall down. Moses saw on Pharaoh's heart. That was a miracle. And God knew the waters of the Red Sea part. That was a miracle too. Of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracles. God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. And God gave us manna in the wilderness. That was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought would never be. God has given you to
Please! Mom! Time!
What is it? What?
Help!
Tanya, what is it? Wake up! Why are you howling like that?
Where is she?
Where is who? What are you talking about?
Fruma Sarah. Liz's first wife, Fruma Sarah. She was standing right there a minute ago.
What's the matter with you, Tanya? Fruma Sarah's been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Now, tell me what you dreamt and I'll tell you what it meant.
It was terrible.
Tell me.
Right. Only don't be frightened.
Tell me!
All right. This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt we were having a celebration of some kind. Everybody we knew was there, and musicians too. And in the middle of my dream, in walked your grandmother, Tzidel, may she rest in peace.
Grandmother Tzidel. How did she look?
For a woman who's dead 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up to meet her. And she said to me,
A blessing on your head
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
to see your daughter wed.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
And such a sudden fall, like no one ever saw. The tailor mantle comes soil.
Bible?
A wounded boy is he,
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
a pious family.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him
So useful. Do you have a hat for me?
There's a wolf ordered a hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his bride. I can get his hat.
Ah, come, mortal, come.
So will it be ready in about 2 weeks? Yes. Oh, Papa, can you watch the shop for a few moments? I'll be back soon.
Of course.
Thank you, Papa.
Come, mortal, I'll show you.
Mazel tov, Papa.
Why? We were congratulating you.
Mazel tov, Papa. All right. Stop it.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop it.
Listen here, Fiatka.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow this book? It is very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about us the way they feel about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think you should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Go ahead, take the book. It's by Kaina Kaina. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. After you return it, I'll ask you how you like it. And we'll talk about it for a while. Then we'll talk about life and how we feel about it. And it could all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, Bianca. May I do something for you?
No, thank you.
You forgot your book?
No. Mine.
Thank you, Papa.
Good day, Papa.
Good day.
Fietka.
Good day, Fiatka.
your tone.
Wasn't it yesterday when they were
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn over We are gathered here to share the joy of the newlyweds, Motto and Saito. May they live together in peace to a ripe old age. Amen. Amen. Here comes our beloved rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years.
Amen.
I want to announce that the bride's parents are giving the newlyweds the following: a new feather bed, a pair of pillows,
Goose pillows!
goose pillows, and this pair of candlesticks. Now, let us not, in our joy tonight, forget those who are no longer with us, our dear departed, who lived in pain, poverty, hardship, and who died in pain and poverty and hardship. But enough tears. Let's be merry and content, like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in the world except a bride. But Laser has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds. He wants to announce himself. Come, Laser Wolf.
Like he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I am giving the newlyweds 5 chickens, one for each of the first 5 summers of their wedded life. That's wow.
Red Laser, you are a decent man. In the name of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gift. There is a famous saying.
Tell ya, I am not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to your sayings.
Will we listen a second?
Why should I listen to you? To a man who breaks an agreement?
Not now, Laser, in the middle of a wedding.
I have right to talk.
What right? It's not your wedding.
It should have been.
Laser, don't say that. I get his daughter's wedding.
Oh, shut up! Wait. Rabbi, say something. I say we should all sit down.
You all heard the wise words of the rabbi.
Now, I'd like to sing a little song that goes, you can keep your hands chicken.
You made my chicken out of the sweet man.
The terms weren't settled.
We drank
My old grandmother came to us from beyond the grave and told us that
Grandmother, what sign? My grandfather came to me from beyond the grave and told me that her grandmother was a big liar.
What's all this screaming about? They drank on it? In agreement? A sign? It's all nonsense. Zyda wanted to marry Model and not Laser. A young girl decide for herself? Why not? Yes. They love each other.
Love.
terrible.
How radical!
And so what happens to the matchmaker?
What happens to the Please! I don't make
I know, Rabbi. Let's all sit down.
musicians, play, a dance, oh, come on, a dance, it's a wedding.
A wedding.
Well, what's he doing?
Okay,
Stop him! Who will dance with me? That's a sin! It's no sin to dance at a wedding. But with a girl?
This is what happens for bringing a wild man into your house.
He is not a wild man. His ideas are a little different.
It's a sin! It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him!
Well, Rabbi?
Well, dancing. Well, it isn't exactly forbidden.
There, you see, it isn't forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now, will someone dance with me?
Harold, it's only a dance, Mama.
Play!
Look, you tell me it's not.
She's
Joseph are for tonight. For the whole village. Go on. Play. All right, man. Genuinely sorry. You understand.
Of course.
Come!
Take him into the house. Come, Charlie, come.
What are you all standing around for?
He's all.
Clean up!
Come.
Clean up. It was quite a dowry you gave my daughter Zeidel at her wedding. Was that necessary? Anyway, Margaret and Zeidel have been married almost 2 months now. They work very hard. They're as poor as synagogue mice, but they're both so happy they don't know how miserable they are. Margaret keeps talking about a sewing machine. I know you're very busy, God. Wars, revolutions, floods, plagues, all those little things that bring people to you. But could you take some time away from your catastrophes and get it for me? How much trouble could it be? Oh, and while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg. Am I bothering you too much? I'm sorry. As the good book says, why should I tell you what the good book says?
Please don't be upset, Holly.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev tomorrow morning.
So you told me. And goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally, you feel that you personally have to go to Kiev.
Well, not only me, many people. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what's going on. Don't you understand?
I understand, of course. You want to leave. And goodbye.
Hollow! Your father? The others here think that what happened at Zeidel's wedding was a little cloudburst and it's over. And now everything will be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages are being emptied of their people, and it's reaching everywhere, and it will reach here. Don't you understand?
Yes. I suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
And goodbye, Bridget.
Before I go, there's a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question.
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and woman known as marriage is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society
And affection.
and affection.
This relationship has positive social values. It reflects a unity and solidarity
And affection.
Yes. And I personally am in favor of it. Do you understand?
Yes, I think you're asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense? Yes, I am.
I was hoping you were.
Then I take it you approve, and we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away. I'm very happy, Huddle. Very happy.
So am I, Perchik. What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a why to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life?
It's only out of sight, waiting right here.
Who knows tomorrow where we'll be?
I'll be with you, and that's home enough for me.
Everything is right at hand, simple and clear. I have something that I would die for, someone that I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for.
And when will we be married, Perchik?
I will send for you as soon as I can, but it will be a hard life, Papa.
But it will be less hard if we live it together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Reptevia. I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
Oh, when?
Right away.
I'm sorry, Perchik. We will miss you.
But I also have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. What for?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa. We're engaged.
No, you're not. Well, I know you like him and he likes you, but you're going away and you're staying here. So I hope you have a nice trip and you'll be very happy, but my answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
I do understand. I gave my permission to title and model, and so you feel you also have a right. I'm sorry, Perchik, I like you, but you're going away, so go in good health, and my answer is still no.
You don't understand,
You're
Papa.
not listening. I said no. I'm sorry, Huddle. We'll find someone for you here in Anatevka.
Reptevia,
What is it?
we are not asking for your permission. Oh. Only your blessing. We are going to get married.
You're not asking for my permission?
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing? For what? For going over my head. Impossible. At least with suicidal and bothered. They asked me, they begged me. Now, if I like it or not, you'll marry him? So, what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard and uncover my head. Tradition! They're not even asking permission from the papa! What happened to the tradition? One little time I pulled out a thread, and where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this. A man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask me, he tells me. But first, he abandons her.
He is not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her and marry her. I love her.
He loves her? Love. It's a new style. On the other hand, our old ways were once new, weren't they? On the other hand, they decided without parents, without a matchmaker. After all, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. And it seems these two have the same matchmaker. The going of my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed, unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition! Very well, children. You have my blessing and my permission.
Oh, thank you, Papa. You don't know how happy that makes me.
What else could I do?
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. What am I going to tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps if you must tell her something, tell her I'm going to visit a rich uncle, something like that.
Please, Perchik, I can handle my own wife. Golda. Golda! Hello, Golda. I've just been speaking to Perchik and Huddle.
Well,
They seem to be very fond of each other.
well,
Well, I've decided to give them my permission to become engaged. Now I have to go.
what? Just like this without even asking me?
Who asked you? I'm the father!
Who is he? A pauper. He has nothing, absolutely nothing!
I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle. A very, very rich uncle. Look, he's a good man, Golda. I like him. His ideas are a little different, but I like him. And what's more important, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him. So what can you do? It's a new world. A new world. Love. Golda, do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughters getting married and this trouble in the town, you're upset, you're worn out, go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well, first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. So now I'm asking you, Golden, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well,
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
Zeitel, darling, guess who I just saw? Your sister Hava with that Fiedka. And it's not the first time I've seen them together.
So Hava with Fiedka.
Would I make it up? And Zeitel, I just happened to be at the post office today, and the postman told me there was a letter there from your sister Hava.
Oh, wonderful. I'll go get it.
I got it. It's from her intended Fiedka. Project, yes.
Hava will be so happy. She's been waiting for when it's open.
When it happened to be open. Rivka, I got news for you. Remember Project Get Crazy, student? Remember at the wedding with Project very night and the dancing with Tavia's daughter, Anna? Well, I just heard that Project's been arrested in Kiev.
No.
Yes.
Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding? He danced with Tevia's Hodl. Well, I just heard that Hodl's been arrested in Kiev.
No! Terrible! Terrible!
Do you remember Perchik, that student from Kiev? Remember how he acted when Zeitel married Montel? Well, I just heard that Montel's been arrested for dancing at the wedding. No! In Kiev!
Rabbi! Remember Perchik with all his strange ideas. Remember Zeitel's wedding, where Tevye danced with Golda. Well, I just heard that Tevye's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev. No! God forbid! She did!
Listen, everybody, listen! Terrible news, terrible! Remember Perchik? We started all the trouble. Well, I just heard from someone who should know. That Golda's been arrested, and Model's gone to Kiev. Model said he's dancing, and Tevye's acting strange. Sprinza has the measles, Yoka has the mumps.
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
You don't have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. Is he in bad trouble, this hero of yours? Arrested? And convicted?
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
But if he did nothing wrong, he wouldn't be in trouble.
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do, and Abraham, and Moses?
tell me where he is, this Joseph of yours?
He is far, Papa. Terribly far. He's in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asks you to leave your father and mother and join him in that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
No, Papa! He did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do, Papa.
Oh, baby.
Papa, please. How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams? Helpless now I stand within, watching older dreams grow dim. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, leaving the home I love. There where my heart settled long ago, I must go. I must go. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet, there with my love, I'm home.
And who, my child, will there be to perform a ceremony there in the wilderness?
Papa, I promise you, we will be married under a canopy.
No doubt a rabbi or two was also arrested. Give him my regards, this Moses of yours. I always thought he was a good man. Tell him I rely on his honor to treat my daughter well. Tell him that.
Oh, Papa, God alone knows when we shall see each other again.
Then we will leave it in his hands. Take care of her. See that she dresses warm.
Did you hear the news? A new arrival at Hudson Zeitung.
A new arrival at Stockton Civic. I must congratulate you.
Oh, Rabbi, did you hear the news? A new arrival at Hudson Zeitung.
Really? Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Shameful, where are you running?
It's my boy Mazel. There's a new arrival there.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Zeitung.
You got it.
I got it.
It's beautiful.
I know.
Have you tried it yet?
Look,
Beautiful.
I know.
Oh.
In less than a minute. And look how close and even the stitches are.
Oh, beautiful.
I know. From now on, my clothes will be perfect. Made by machine. No more handmade clothes.
The rabbi!
Look, Rabbi, my new sewing machine.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Rabbi, is there a blessing for a sewing machine?
There is a blessing for everything. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Sewing machine. Mazel
Drawers.
Oh, and the baby! How's the baby?
He's wonderful, Mama.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I came for the shirt.
Oh, it's ready.
See, it's my new sewing machine.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
So how does it work?
See, it's an amazing thing. You work it with your foot and with your hands.
I will, but I'm afraid.
Hava, let me talk to your father.
No, that will be the worst thing, I'm sure.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. I promise.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing, Papa. We were just talking. Fietka and I have known each other for a long
I
time.
would be much happier if you would remain friends from a distance. You must never forget who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, every creature on earth has a name.
But Fietka's not a creature, Papa. Fietka is a man.
Who says he isn't? It's just he's a different kind of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind, which translated means a bird may love a fish. But where would they build a home together?
The world is changing, Papa.
No. Some things do not change for us. Some things will never change.
I don't feel that way.
We?
Fietka and I. We want to be married.
Are you out of your mind? Do you realize what this means, marrying outside the faith? No! I said no! Never speak of this again. Never see him again. Never mention his name again. Never! Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa. I understand you.
Ah, you're finally here. Let's go home. It's time for supper.
I want to see Model's new machine.
Oh, you'll see it some other time. It's late.
Quiet, woman, before I get angry. And when I get angry, even flies do not dare to fly!
I'm very frightened of you. After supper, I'll faint. Come on.
Jonah! I am the man of the family. I am the head of the house, and I want to see Model's new machine now! Now we can go home! How long can that miserable horse of mine complain about his leg? Oh, dear God, if I can walk around on 2 legs, why can't he on 3? I know, I'm very upset about my horse. He's one of your creatures, and he has the same rights I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, the right to work like a horse. I'm just so sick and tired of pulling this cart. Oh, I know. Maybe I should push it for a while.
Tanya! Tanya!
What is it?
It's Hava. She left home this morning with Fietka.
What?
I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest. He told me they were married.
Married? other children at home. Go home, you have work to do. I have work to do.
But Hava...
Hava is dead to us. You will forget that. Go home. Little bird, little Hava, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is the happy child. What a sweet little bird you were, Hava, Hava. Little bird, little Hava, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Hava, Hava. Accept them? How can I accept them? Can I deny everything I believe in? On the other hand, can I deny my own child? On the other hand, can I turn my back on my faith, on my people, if I try to bend that far? I'll break. On the other hand, no, there is no other hand. No, Hava! No!
What do they look like? Grandfathers? Meanwhile, they'll be engaged. No looking around, nothing to worry about later. Their future signed and sealed.
Which one for which one?
What difference does it make? You pick.
Golda! Is Rectavia home?
Yes, but he's in the barn. Why? Is something wrong?
Call your father.
Go home. Tell your parents I'll talk to them.
What is it? Why are you all gathered together like a bunch of goats?
Tavia! Have you talked to the constable today?
No, why?
There were some rumors in town. We thought since you knew him best, maybe he told you what is true and what is not.
What rumors?
Someone from Zalodin told me that an edict was issued in...
Oh, welcome, Your Honor. And what's the good news in the world?
I see you, Jacob.
These are my friends.
It's just as well. What I will say is what it is also. Davian, how much time do you need to sell your house and all your household goods?
What?
Why should I sell my house? Is it in anyone's way?
I came here to tell you that you're going to have to leave in Davian.
What? No.
How did I come to deserve such an honor?
Not just you, of course, but all of you.
All of them. What?
Well, at first you might be spared, David, because of your daughter.
My daughter is dead.
I understand. At any rate, that affects all of you. You have to leave.
But this corner of the world has always been our home. Why should we leave?
I don't know why. There's trouble in the world. Troublemakers.
Like us.
Not just you. Your people have to leave all the villages. Zalodin, Revelivka, the whole district has to be out. I have an order here that says you must sell your homes and be out of here in 3 days.
3 days!
You have known us all your life. You would carry out this order.
I have nothing to do with it. Don't you understand?
We understand.
And what if we refuse to go?
You will be forced out.
We will defend ourselves.
Against our armies, I wouldn't advise it.
And I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my home, my land. Get off my land.
You have 3 days.
A lifetime, a piece of paper, and get me out.
We should get together with the people of Stockton and maybe they have a plan.
We should defend ourselves, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Oh, very good. That way the whole world will be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we've waited for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't now be a good time for him to come?
We'll just have to wait for it. Somewhere else. Meantime, let's start packing.
He's right.
I'll see you before I go.
3 days.
I have more than 100 bottles of vodka. What will I do with them?
Where will I go with a wife, her parents, and 3 children?
Well, Anatevka hasn't been exactly the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what have we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A pot,
A pan.
A broom. A hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place years ago.
A bench.
Tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house.
People who pass through Anatevka don't even know they've been here.
A stick of wood.
a piece of cloth.
What do we need? Nothing much. Only Anatevka. 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 Underfed, overworked. Anatevka. Where else could Sabbath be so sweet?
orders have been forced out of many, many places at a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
We live in America.
Uncle LeBron, but he doesn't know it yet.
I wish you and the baby were coming with us.
We'll be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join you.
Model, be careful with these. My mother and father, may they rest in peace, gave them to us on our wedding day.
Come, children, help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Golda, darling, I had to see you before I left because I have such news for you. Golda, darling, you remember I told you yesterday that I didn't know where to go, what to do with these old bones. Well, now I know what to hear. Golda, darling, all my life I have dreamed of going to one place. Now I'll walk, I'll crawl, I'll get there. Guess where? You will never guess. Every year at Passover, what do we say? Next year in Jerusalem. Next year in the Holy Land.
You're going to the Holy Land.
You guessed. And you know why? In my sleep, my husband, my Aaron, came to me and said, Yanta, go to the Holy Land. Now, usually, of course, I wouldn't listen to him because too many brains he wasn't blessed with. But in my sleep, it's a sign. So, somehow or other, I'll get to the Holy Land. And you know what I'll do then. I'm a matchmaker, no? Arrange marriages, yes. So I'm going to the Holy Land to help our people increase and multiply. It's my mission. So goodbye, Goldie.
Goodbye, Yenta. Be well and go in peace.
Well, maybe next time, Golda, will meet on happier occasions. But meanwhile, we suffer. We suffer. We suffer in silence, right? Of course, right.
Come, Golda, we have to hurry. Golda, we have to leave soon.
Leave. Sounds so easy.
We'll all be together soon, you'll see. Model, Seidel, and the baby. That model is a person.
And Hoddle and Perchik, when will we ever see them?
Do they come and visit us from Siberia every Sabbath? You know what she writes. He sits in prison and she works, and one day soon he'll be set free and they'll turn the world upside down. She couldn't be happier. And the other children will be with us.
Not all.
All. Come, Golda, we have to get finished.
I still have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor?
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, Tevye, I am on my way.
Where are you going?
Chicago, in America. My wife, from Sarah, may she rest in peace, has a brother there.
That's nice.
I hate him. But a relative's a relative. Goodbye, Tevye.
All right. Tyler, are they finished inside?
Almost, Papa. Oh, Alma! Papa will see you.
I want him to. I want to say goodbye to him.
He will not listen.
But at least he will hear.
Maybe it'd be better if I went inside and told Mama that you were
Papa!
We cannot sing with people who can do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that. Goodbye, Papa.
Yes, we're also moving. Some are driven away by edicts, others by silence. Come.
Goodbye, Hava. Yeah.
God be with you.
God be with you. I will write to you. In America. In good life.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram.
Yes, Mama.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. The whole world has to know our business.
Stop yelling and finish packing. We have a train to catch.
I don't need your advice. Seidel, don't forget the baby. Come, children, we have to catch a train and a boat. The orchestra, put your bundles in the wagon.
Bye, Papa.
Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mom.
Work hard, Mother. Come to us soon.
I will, Octavia. Work hard.
Come, children. Golden, we can leave these pots.
No, we can't.
All right? Take them.
We're going on a train and a boat!
Stop that. Behave yourselves. We're not in America yet.
Come, children. Let's go.